Okay, class, this is the final lesson for Science Unit 10. Please, on the top of your page, write Science, 8th, 10.9, for Lesson 9, Unit 10. And today we'll be continuing on with human impact on the Earth. And in this Lesson 9, it's going to be talking about making good decisions in terms of keeping the planet clean and things of that nature. So let's get right into it. And as always, with the yellow highlighted, please write these down, as these will be the answers to your questions following along. So what we can do as individuals to help with conservation. Are there things you could do at home or at school that will help save our natural resources? Yes, there is. First, it requires a commitment into doing better. Then it requires a plan of action. Here is a start. We're going to talk about reduce, reuse, and recycle. The 4 R's. This plan of action involves making certain changes to the way we live. Each of these areas means making small changes that will add up to make a big difference. So starting with reviews, this means to make green choices whenever you can. That catchword may be overused, but it means trying to do what you can to keep the planet green. Refuse. This includes to buy items and packaging that is not biodegradable, to dump chemicals or oils into drains, to throw hazardous waste into the regular garbage such as batteries, to buy or use products that contain chlorofluorocarbons such as aerosol spray cans, and lastly, to litter. Again, these are things to refuse to do, which should all be implemented. Reduce. This means you will use less of what you have before. It doesn't necessarily mean you will always have to do without a lot of things. It just means you will have to do things a different way. So reduce the amount of water used at home. This is easy to do, as you could reduce the water at home by, for example, brushing your teeth, turning off the water while you're brushing your teeth, to reduce the use of water. Same thing when taking a shower, also washing dishes, things of that nature. Those are things that could be reducing the amount of water used at home. The amount of gasoline you use each year. Obviously, this has to do with driving, so you could use less mileage. If you're going to, like, say, the grocery store, that you may not need a lot of things. You might want to ride your bike there instead of using a car, which uses a lot of gasoline. The amount of packaging on items you buy, and the amount of electricity you waste by leaving on unnecessary lights, fans, or other appliances by keeping thermostats too low in the summer or too high in the winter. Now, I admit I am guilty for leaving the fans on while at night, but a good way to do this, if it is too hot, you get like a mini fan, things of that, something that uses less energy and electricity rather than having the fan on all night long, using electricity. Reuse, yes. Try to make your home less dependent upon disposable items. Get into the habit of using washable containers rather than disposable ones. So you can reuse cloth towels rather than buying and throwing away paper towels. Like I said, for cleaning, that's pretty useful if you use cloth towels, things of that, because I feel like it cleans it better than paper towels. Really, the only thing I use paper towels are for appliances such as TVs, windows, things of that nature. But other than that, everything else can be used with the cloth towel. Cloth bags at the supermarket rather than using paper or plastic. Plastic bags at the supermarket if you already have too many, and materials that have been recycled. So, recycling. Many types of materials can be recycled. Recycling paper and metals is especially important. If you recycle paper, trees will not have to be cut down to make new paper. Recycling metals will also have saved ores from having to be mined. And besides, it is cheaper to make paper and metal products from recycled materials than to start with raw materials. And things that could be recycled, of course, plastic, glass, paper, metals, those are all things that could be recycled. And these are just little things that you could do at home, guys. It's really important, you know. I know a lot of times people are deemed weird or crazy that they care about saving the planet, but it's important to not use up a lot of these renewable or non-renewable resources, because once they're gone for good, you know. So it's very important that we implement these habits into our daily lives, so that way we don't have to worry about not having clean water or not having any trees, any environment, things of that nature. So, alright, but that's pretty much it for this lesson. Thank you for tuning in on the last lesson for Unit 10 of Science, and thank you.